If we are stuck in careers that we don't love, if our bank accounts don't match our effort, if we keep grinding but we still feel behind, it's not our fault. It's not our fault that we are not billionaires yet, that we feel stuck in a job, that we lost focus. We were trained into it. The system fighting for our attention, trying to distract us. It's never been as easy to be successful as it is easy to be distracted, to miss opportunities. And the system is trying to make us fail. And when we fail, the system says, it's your fault. It's your fault that you have failed. And the shame keeps us quiet. Guilt keeps us stuck. And stuck people keep on consuming instead of creating. What if we were to do as little as we can in our day jobs? As soon as you hear it, feels wrong. It feels, no, but I want to work hard. That's how we were built. If you work hard, then you're gonna get the reward. The system taught us to worship the wrong numbers and the wrong heroes. But today, we take back the wheel. It's interesting to me that we were actually schooled for obedience, not for creativity. Memorize, comply, obey, copy it, but do not create anything yourself. If you are extremely creative, that's an extra credit, but the art and creativity are not gonna get you anywhere in life. And even more scary is the fact that bright scrolls, fast and good sounding notifications, autoplay, everything is made to monetize our attention. All designed to keep us watching, to keep us consuming, to keep us entertained, instead of making us win in life. Many self-help books are there to actually and truly help us out, understand how to build our life in a better way. But they are made and written in a way that they keep us consuming, they keep us coming back. Everything is trying to tell us that we are not enough as we are. They want to tell us that we are perpetually unfinished, so that we keep consuming, so that we keep buying the next fix. None of this is our fault, but when we can actually see it, then it becomes our move. There is though one psychological trick that is keeping us broke. That's our own anchoring. We are made to attach ourselves and our ideas to something from the past and keep comparing what's happening right now to this past. For example, we anchor to a past salary, a stock entry, an old valuation. We anchor to our follower count. We anchor to the number of our friends. But then life changes. And today, instead of asking, okay, what's the best choice that I can be making today? We keep thinking about what has happened in the past, keep referring to that, instead of thinking, okay, today, maybe the best choice is completely different, is to sell that stock that we have invested in, is to go to a job in which we actually have a lower salary but more freedom. Instead, we ask ourselves, okay, how can I go back to that salary? How can I go back to that number? How can I go back to how much that stock was valued in the moment in which I bought it, even if now it's making me lose so much money? Instead of saying, what's the best thing I could be doing today? Probably is to simply sell that stock and buy something else and wait for my money to come back up. But we never take that decision because we are anchored to the previous valuation, to a previous number. While other times our anchoring looks different. We go from 50K a year to 80K a year as our salary. And with 80K, wow, we feel super rich until we meet somebody that's actually making 120K a year. And suddenly our 80K is not enough anymore. 80K feels like a failure, but that's actually not true. So we keep wanting more. We keep wanting a higher salary just to be consuming more, to be buying more, because our identity is tied to what we are able to buy, to what we are able to afford. Because we are enough when we purchase. We are enough when we buy something. Anchoring every day in the decisions that we make, being those big or small, is like driving, looking at the rear mirror. It's something in the past, and it doesn't tell us anything about what's going to happen in the future. But it is hard. It is really hard to think clearly and to be able to think clearly ourselves. For this reason, the system is really rigged against us, because the amount of distraction that's around us is really staggering. And you know what? We do not need more hours a day. We simply need more leverage. And they know that. For this reason, they try to keep us distracted. When are we the most creative? When are we in a building energy, in a flow? We are in a creative energy when we are actually rested. And so I have a little challenge for us this week. What if throughout this upcoming week, without saying anything to anybody, you are actually doing in your day job as little as you can? Yes, without compromising yourself or your job. What if you just take a step back and instead of grinding and working harder, you're actually trying to do less? You are actually trying to finish the work that you need to, but taking a step back in order to rest your mind, rest a little bit your body as well. And you maybe are going to be able to do something revolutionary. Free a few hours here and there and create some extra mental space. Mental space is crucial for creativity and crucial to go from an energy in which we are grinding harder to an energy where we are maybe creating something. Let's say you actually manage to free some hours here and there from your day job, from the heaviness of wanting to grind harder. What are you going to do with the extra time that you have at your disposal? Are you going to grind harder but in a different area, on a different project maybe, instead of what you've been focusing on so far? Or are you going to truly, completely rest in order for you to be able to create? Or are you going to be able to build something, at least in your mind, with the extra hours that you have created for yourself? And then what? A week has passed, you have done the least that you could in your day job. Maybe you have rested a little bit, rested your brain a tiny bit, but then what? What's the point of that? What's the point of this exercise? I want to give you some ideas about some tools that we can use on a daily basis to make ourselves a little bit more aware that we are using the wrong anchor. Tool number 1. If you wouldn't buy today, then you should not keep it here today. We have to exit, especially some investment decisions, when our risk line breaks. When we entered is irrelevant. Tool number 2. Percentages are much more important than any word that's not clear, such as maybe, sometimes, once in a while. If you were to assign a percentage to that maybe, which percentage would you assign it to? Is it a 30% chance or is it a 80% chance? Assigning percentages is going to allow you to take decisions faster. Tool number 3. What if? Use the sentence what if throughout the day and complete it as you prefer. For example, what if I was offered the same salary just for a different position? Maybe this time a worse position of what I have right now, with worse daily tasks. Would I still accept it for that salary? Stop and think about it for a second. If the answer is yes, then anchoring is the villain. Being that with small daily decisions or with big life choices. Take the time to do that decision. If you have bought a sweater that was not good and you cannot return it to change it for a different one, then no more sweater buying for the next month. And take the time to do that decision. Being that with small daily decisions or with big life choices. When you have a decision to take, when you are feeling that you're about to be reactive, take a break, close yourself in there for a moment, breathe, drink water if you can, and then reframe everything by thinking, if our best friend, if our family member would ask us for an advice in that situation, what would you tell them? Now, after being hydrated and after you have taken a perspective shift, maybe it's time to take that decision. And it's been maybe only 1 minute or 2 and you're ready to go back. When we fail at something, it's an emotional trap. The system that's fighting for our attention, that's trying to distract us from everything that we want to be doing, it's an emotional trap. I mean, in this time and age, it's never been as easy to be successful as it is easy to be distracted. as it is easy to miss opportunities. Feeling shame will lock behaviors into place, while taking responsibility is just gonna allow us to unfold it all. But now that we see the training, it is our responsibility to take a step back, rest, breathe, drink, do as little as we can for this upcoming week in order to free some space to create. I want to challenge us in taking a 1-week experiment. What if for this upcoming week, without saying it to anybody, we were to do as little as we can in our day job? For some of us, this challenge, as soon as you hear it, feels wrong. It feels, no, but I want to work hard. That's our culture. That's how we were built. If you work hard, if you work even harder, then you're gonna get the reward. You are doing the right thing. Our brain right away feels like, oh my God, no, what is she saying? I need to work hard. I have to work hard. But are you sure you have to? Are you sure that working hard is the best thing for you? Are you sure that working hard is the best thing for us? I'm honestly not so sure anymore. And you're gonna hear things, yeah, sure, don't work hard, work smart. What does it even mean? Concretely, what does it even mean?
Try to work less, to rest, and only then, maybe, you will want to work smart. But this time, for yourself.